In this video, we are going through everything you need to do in Modern Warfare 2 before the launch of Season 1 and Warzone 2. So kicking off this video with one of the most obvious tasks, but every Modern Warfare 2 player should have this on their to-do list. Number 1, level up through your military ranks to rank 55. Now we won't spend too much time on this, but it is essential. Reaching rank 55 is going to be the easiest way to unlock as many things as possible. In my opinion, it's probably going to be easier to get to rank 55 and then retrospectively look back at your progression and your creator class and have a look at what else you need to unlock. Leveling up alongside trying to decipher what the hell is going on with these weapon trees is proving to be slightly harder than I first expected. I'm constantly going back and forth looking at what tree I need to start on next, so I think it's going to be easier to get the military ranks out of the way, get them done, and then go back and pick off what you want to unlock next. And I think just getting to rank 55 is going to give you a good base to start off, and then like we said, you can just go back and have a look at where you need to go next. And just to have a quick moment before we move on to the second point, I would say, well, you could enter prestige mode, but yeah. So the second thing you can do before the launch of Season 1 and Warzone 2 is try to max out as many weapons as possible, including the attachments. So I know that sounds pretty broad, and I don't recommend doing this in any particular order, but you will most likely get more out of Warzone on day 1 if you have a wider range of weapons and attachments unlocked when it launches. And using the M4 as an example, it's most likely going to be one of the better guns on launch of Warzone 2, we pretty much all know that, but for argument's sake, just say it gets nerfed straight away, you're going to want to have different weapons in your arsenal available to you with the relevant attachments so that you don't have to go through like a crazy scramble to try and level up the next best meta weapon that someone brings out on YouTube, just so you can compete in Warzone again. The more we can unlock now, the more choice we're going to have on the day of launch. One tip for this is to pick a gun and then go through the attachments on that gun that you will most likely be using. So a 45 round mag, a 60 round mag, the longest barrel, the VLK 3x optic, you know, those kind of attachments that go with kind of long range meta weapons that we saw in Warzone 1. What you can do is go through that gun and see what you're going to need to do to unlock those attachments. A good example of this is going to be the Cronen Mini Pro. Now that red dot sight is pretty much the go-to red dot sight in the game at the moment, and to use this on an M4, to use this on an AK-74U, you need to get the Expedite shotgun to level 7. So what you need to do is go through the attachments, have a look which ones you want, and then retrospectively go back and have a look at how you're going to unlock them and just get that done. I did not want to use the Expedite shotgun for 5 games in a row earlier, but I did it, so I have the Cronen Mini Pro now available on all of my assault rifles and my submachine gun. So sometimes we are going to have to put ourselves through a little bit of pain to unlock the stuff that we want, so we might as well do this now before the launch of Warzone 2. Now, the third thing you can be doing before Warzone 2 launches, nothing to do with how the game is going to play, but how the game is going to look to you and how you're going to look to other players, is grinding out the camos. There's nothing better than dropping into Warzone knowing once you get your hands on your loadout weapon, you're going to be looking good. Whether it's Red Tiger, one of the solid colours, or the Mastery camos, getting this done before Warzone 2 is going to be good. And besides, who's going to want to still be grinding out camos when Warzone 2 launches? And the same applies for operators. Each operator has a specific challenge to complete to unlock them, so if there's a particular one you want, go after them now before Warzone 2 launches. Now, considering that Season 1 and Warzone 2 go live in roughly 2 weeks, I doubt that we'll be getting a decently sized update before then. And usually at the start of a Call of Duty's life cycle, I would say go after the challenges while we've got some free time, but yeah. So the last thing I would recommend getting done before the launch of Season 1 and Warzone 2 is to complete the campaign. Now the campaign is a fantastic 4 to 5 hour playthrough, and you unlock blueprints, operators, double XP tokens whilst you're doing it, so if you find yourself twiddling your thumbs at the multiplayer menu waiting for Warzone 2 to drop, jump back into the campaign and go and experience the actual completed and polished side of Modern Warfare 2. And there we go, guys. Those are all the things you can be doing before the launch of Season 1 and the launch of Warzone 2. If you found that video helpful, guys, or you found it enjoyable, let me know by dropping a like on it down below. Are you hyped for Season 1? Are you hyped for Warzone? Let me know in the comments below. And are you enjoying it? Are you currently enjoying Modern Warfare 2? Let me know your thoughts again down below. Thank you for staying tuned to the video. As always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups, and much more.